What's up guys, Intentional back with yet another video, and today we're going over the absolute best gear / enchants you can get during Phase 3. Now keep in mind this is the best of the best, and you might not be able to get all of these items, but it at least gives you a list / goal to really work towards. Anyhow, I'll be going over gear first and then the enchants at the end. So with that being said, let's just hop into it. So, starting out with your Helm, the absolute best they can get is Mesh Undare, Circlet of the Mind Flayer. Now this is a very strong Helm, has 35 spell power and 2% crit. And as a matter of fact, it is your best in the slot for the entirety of Classic World of Warcraft. Nothing else can top the spell damage / crit combo, so you definitely want to make sure you get this item. Coming in for your next slot, it's going to be Star Mysteria. The spell hit is just too important, and with many more hit items opening up, it's time to actually start stacking hit. None of this crazy spell damage stuff anymore. Next, we've got your shoulder slot, and you're going to aim for the Mantle of BlackWingLair. 16 hit and 34 spell damage, these things are going to last you until next, so make sure to grab them. Coming up for your cloak, we've got the Cloak of the Brood Lord. Absolutely sick item with a whopping 28 spell power, double what we were using before. You really can't go wrong with this item. However, we are going to replace it in Phase 4, so if you're like using a DKP system in your guild, don't go all out on this item, kind of focus on the other stuff beforehand. For your chest piece, Robes of Volatile Power are still going to be your best, so if you haven't gotten these yet, make sure to get them. Although they aren't best in slot throughout the entire game, you're still going to use them throughout Classic WoW, be it trash mobs, dungeons, farming, PvP, I mean you name it. So if you aren't thinking about getting these because you're going to get Bloodline in Phase 4, don't do that. Just absolutely grab these items. They're really good and they're awesome. Next comes your Bracers, and without any questions, Bracers of Arcane Accuracy are going to be the best. 12 hit, 21 spell damage, and most importantly 1% hit. These Bracers are arguably best in slot throughout the entirety of Classic. Now for your gloves, Hands of Power are going to be the way to go because of the stats. Although it is about a 5 spell power loss from Slack Eye Gauntlets, the stats are going to be way better for BlackWingLair and above content, so these are the way to go. For your belt, and I know this is going to be controversial, but it's going to be Angelista's Grasp. Now, although we lose crit and spell damage compared to the Mana Igniting Cord, the 2% hit is just way too big to pass up on, and the base stats are very solid as well. 20 hit, 17 stam, you really can't go wrong there. If you have any question on why you would take hit over the damage / crit, I'll have a link down below or in the top right where I go over why hit is so important for us. Moving on to your pants, Leggings of Arcane Supremacy are going to be your absolute best. These legs are freaking dumb, and if you have them, you're considered a god in the Moonkin community. And that's all that really needs to be said about these things. If you have them, I praise you, and I hope to get them one day. For the boots, Snowblind is going to be your very best. These are one of the best boots they can get in-game, and the damage is freaking crazy combined with the 10 hit and 10 stam, plus the 5 mana per second. And these are once again something that I know I'm personally never going to get, so if you have these boots, you are once again considered a god in the Moonkin community. For the rings, you want to go for at least one ring of spell power, which has 33 spell power on it. It's a very solid ring, and then you want to go for a Band of Force Concentration, which has 12 int, 9 stam, 21 spell damage, but most importantly 1% hit. Not much to say, these two rings are very strong, very solid, and they might last you well depending on how you want to build your character, so they're definitely worth the pickup. Now, next up we have your two biggest ticket items, and those are going to be your Trinkets. You have Talisman of Ephemeral Power and Ethereum's Tear. These two trinkets are freaking beast mode, and the Ethereum Tear is one of your best in slot trinkets throughout Classic. It has 44 spell damage and 2% hit. It's an absolute beast of an item. And that being said, I never got it on my last Moonkin. So if anyone from Ready Set Wipe, my guild, is watching this right now, know that I have my fucking eyes on it, and I'm gonna make sure I get it this time, alright? Now last but not least is your weapon, which is going to be Lochamir Aromathus, combined with Tome of Arcane Domination. With a whopping total spell power of 118 between them, it's a very solid combo, and that's not even enchanted. Throw 30 spell power on that mace, and you'll have a total of 148 spell power just on your weapons alone. With this set, you would have a total of 6% hit and 451 spell power, and roughly 8% crit. This is not enchanted, no buffs, and not even Moonkin form. That is just pure raw stats. you would easily be hitting for almost 1k Starfires, and if you pop your trinket, you'll easily be hitting 1.3k. Fully buffed in enchant, I could totally see us hitting for 1.3k normally. And at the very least, you want to get the hit items, because they're so freaking good. If you can get the hit items from BlackWingLair and then get ready for Zul'Grub in Phase 4, we could totally hit that 16% hit cap that we want to aim for. And I know I'm getting kind of ahead of myself here, and this is actually another video I want to do. I'm just getting kind of excited about it because these next two phases, guys, are really going to change us Moonkins for the better. We're going to be able to throw out more damage, we're going to be able to test more stuff, and I'm just really excited about it for all the fun that we're going to do, all the videos that we can come up with. I've got a lot of big plans for these next few months, and I can't wait to really see what we can do with the Moonkin in Classic WoW. Anyhow, that's your best in slot list for Phase 3. I hope this helps someone out there, and maybe set a goal for you fellow Moonkins. And if you do want to see more Moonkin related content from me, make sure to hit that sub button. If you liked the video, hit that like button, it really does help me as a content creator. And I'm just going to mention it here since it was in my last video's description, and it's going to be from now on, is that if you want to support me further, I do have a merch store now. And with your purchases, I can focus and grow more and really push content. And let's be honest here, the merch does look pretty sick if I do say so myself. Anyhow, thanks again guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.